A very good morning, students. Today, the topic is Introduction to Charging Stations. This comes under the unit number 4, that is Introduction to Automated, Connected, and Intelligent Vehicles in the Electric Vehicle System subject. So, why the charging station is important? So, because we are moving towards the electric vehicles in order to conserve the environment by from the pollution. So if we start to use more number of electric vehicles, then we are in the position to install the more number of charging stations, so only the electric vehicle can get easily charged. Then the smart systems can reduce the energy waste because you are putting in charging station but it is not an optimized one, then that will leads to power wastage. Then the sustainable technologies will leads to an further improvement, and the innovation in the energy storage will lead to a better performance. There is no doubt in it. So this is the topic for today's discussion. The main tagline is charge smart and drive clean. You all know the charging stations is important for making the vehicles to get charged. So they play an important role for sustainable and eco-friendly transportation. Those charging stations can be at the homes or workplace or at the public areas. Based upon our requirement, we can charge it at the places. So development of such charging stations will help us to move further, and it will reduce the reliability on the fossil fuels. So this is the empathize stage. We are going to discuss this topic in the DT stage. So in that, the first thing is an empathize. So understand the challenges faced by the electric vehicle user because they take the electric vehicle for a longer run, then they need to charge in between. So if they have the more number of charging station as such, we have the normal fuel pumps, then there is no problem. And also in the charging station they have only the limited charging points and the long waiting times. These are all some problems which put forth from the electric vehicle users. So we have to get the summary of those problems and we have to identify the solution for that. So the core problem we identified is how to make a charging station more accessible, efficient, and user friendly. So every user needs a fast and reliable and easy accessible charging point. So our aim is to design a charging point that meets the user needs and support the clean energy use. So we have to provide a clean place for the charging point, and we have to provide faster charging ports and more number of charging ports so that the multiple vehicles can be charged simultaneously. And also integrated software system which tells how many ports are available in the upcoming charging station so that the vehicle can stop there, or else if there is no charging ports available, all the ports are busy, then they can move on to the next charging port. That much advanced software is more needed for the future. So the main areas of focus are accessibility, then efficiency, sustainability in the sense using the renewable energy for the battery charge. So we are producing the power from the thermal plant and making the electric vehicle to charge. That will makes no sense. Then user experience, simple interference and a smooth payment system is the most expected thing of every user. So the ideate stage, we have to brainstorm the problems which we identified, and we have to encourage the young minds to think over to overcome the problem, and they have to give a solution based on the technology. So the first one is an mobile app, as I told earlier. Then second one is an solar powered charging station, which will help us go for sustainable charging place. Then fast charging technology to save the time. Then fourth one is an smart payment and reservation system. So all the things are most needed for the present scenario. So we have to create a model where the charging stations which inculcate the futures which we told easier. So we have to develop a prototype, and then prototype is go on well, then we have to go for the test stage. So collect the feedback from the users and the experts on the prototype and identify the areas of improvement that will help us to move or reshape the exact need of the charging stations and make more changes to create more efficient and user friendly version. We have to ensure the prototype meets the expectation and supports the sustainable goals. And we can test it practically after this stage, and we have to ensure the effective, sustainable, user friendly before going for the large scale implementation. So image shows that there is a huge charging area where people are charging their electric vehicles. So building a smarter future is lies in our hand. So we have to make an EV charging station a very simple and a very accessible, that is easy accessible and eco-friendly to everyone. So the innovation today for a cleaner tomorrow. That is what the tagline of the smart charging station tells. So this is the mind map which tells us how the charging stations are working. So they have the latest technology for smart charging, and they use the renewable energy integration, and for payment they use the RFID or app card method, and for convenience some kind of cruise savings and future proceeding, and they have the location in the maps, and there are varieties of charging ports at the charging stations, level 1 AC, DC fast charging, wireless charging. All the things should be available in that smart charging stations. And charging time, we have to give a less charging time for the vehicle so that the user will not get fed up for waiting for a very long time. So these are all some references. Thank you for your patient listening. We'll be discussing another interesting topic related to the electric vehicles in the upcoming video. Thank you all.